Hi, I'm AJ.
I'm Jeremy.
And I am not normal.
Welcome back to Extraordinary Times. So, first story of today is kind of like the first story from yesterday.
So, it may not have been zombies. Darn, I was actually looking forward to the zombie apocalypse. But either way, so if you don't know what we're talking about, just joined us. Guy yesterday, or over the weekend, right?
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Gnawed off another guy's face and was shot by police.
At least 6 times before he stopped.
Right.
And then kind of died from his wounds. Moving on.
Either way, more details have come out since then. Turns out he was a 31-year-old man named Rudy Eugene. May have been homeless at the time, previously divorced, and may have been on bath salts.
By the way, for those of you who don't know, bath salts are exactly what they sound like. They're actually bath salts, and people have gone to the lengths of, like, using them as drugs, like snorting them and stuff. P.S. That's stupid.
It affects you like LSD, except instead of making you lethargic, it makes you want to go out and do things. So you're hallucinating while going out and exercising or whatever. Bad idea.
Like LSD already like raises your body temperature, makes you want to get naked and stuff. But bath salts makes you want to get naked and then run outside and go frolic and apparently eat people's faces. Don't do it. So, next story, also a throwback to several days ago when we talked about Facebook, how, you know, they opened at like 34 and then dropped down to like 31, and now, or at least earlier today, they're at 28.84. Yeah, so
9% drop.
Yeah, something like that. These guys are not doing well in the public sector because, like we said, a lot of people are like, why is your company worth $100 million when you take in like
$3 million?
Yeah, like $3 million a year or whatever. Like it's ridiculous. So
millions, billions, something like that.
Yeah.
Either way, stupid.
Yeah. So they're still being accused of artificially inflating their price so that they can make a whole bunch of money and then, you know, screw everybody. So, yay, Facebook.
All right, this one's also a bit of a throwback, kind of. I don't know. We talked about Google's self-driving car a bit.
Apparently, Google's not the only one.
Yeah, Volvo sent out a convoy of self-driving cars out in Spain on a highway. Basically, they were all just following the car in front of them. You know, one person was driving the front vehicle, and then all the other cars were just copying its every single move.
Well, in the way that, you know, you would follow another car.
Right.
They were actually weaving through traffic and stuff.
One of the other people that were at one of the other wheels was reading a magazine. And she said she got some of the weirdest looks as she was going down the highway at the wheel reading a magazine.
By the way, that takes some serious cojones, as they would say in Spain, to do that. It was chick, and she was just reading a magazine and, you know, getting funnies from people. So, yeah.
Science.
Science. Anyways, we got more science for you later. It's going to be awesome. So, a man in Huber Heights, Ohio, decided that when he ordered his Taco Bell and they forgot to give him a 99-cent taco that he had ordered with his meal, he would go in and yell at them. By the way, never ever yell at people at Taco Bell. You know why? Because they already serve you crappy food. They will spit in your crappy food. No! But moving on. No, they won't spit in your food. They're good people. But, you know, he engaged them angrily, and I'm not sure if he got his taco, but he was so enraged. After he left, he jumped in his truck, backed it into the windows of La Taco Bell, and decided to drive off. And the funny thing about when you back into a Taco Bell is sometimes that leaves damage to your vehicle. Such wonderful damage that it actually left a trail of fluid from where he hit the Taco Bell. I can't say that enough times. All the way to his house, So that when police got there, they were like, ooh, this trail goes from the crash out. And they followed it to his house and arrested the dumb person. So, yeah.
Wow.
Case closed.
Oh, man. Good luck talking your way out of that one. All right, so we're actually probably on the...
P.S. Taco Bells have cameras, so they saw you arguing, saw you back into it, and then followed the trail back to your house.
Right. Good job. So, yeah, we're probably on the Homeland Security cyber watch list. So we know this because the list of words that they track online, or
at least that they tracked in 2011.
Right. Has been released thanks to the Freedom of Information Act, and somebody asked. We have the whole list down in the
Go look at it. It's funny because it actually came out in the Daily Mail in UK.
Right. It contains such words as cloud and drill,
lockdown,
and team,
gas.
Let's see. Infection, can understand that one.
Burn.
Gun is not on this list.
We looked. We really tried.
Like 3 times.
There's shooting. There's
shots fired.
Yeah, shots fired. But there's no gun.
Pork is on there.
Pork. Gangs. Cops. Yeah. Attack. Assassination. Dirty bomb. National laboratory. Really? Just saying.
I know we put shooting in our tags before, so yeah.
World Health Organization. Don't talk about the WHO, apparently.
We've done that a few times.
Thanks for watching, by the way, you guys. You know who you are. Anyways, so from kind of humorous, fun, happy stuff to some much more serious. In Michigan over the weekend, a woman in Warren was a 22-year-old pregnant woman was abducted after she went out with her baby daddy to a movie. She was abducted as soon as they got back to his house. He did not fight it. She got taken away in her own vehicle. He went inside and went to sleep. She was taken out to a field, lit on fire, and then shot in the back. Now, she was a very, very smart woman because when the 2 shots rang out and she felt one of them hit her, she played dead till the guy left. And then the guy, being super smart, left with her car still there and the keys still in it because she got up, got into the car, drove to her mom's in Detroit, and then got medical attention.
Holy crap. As far as they can tell, baby's fine, too.
Yeah, they checked out the kid. Kid's fine. She's fine. Because she put on some baby having weight, like you sometimes do when you're pregnant. The extra weight kind of absorbed a lot of the shot. So she's fine, baby's fine, and they have the baby daddy in custody because, well, lady got abducted in front of him, and he went inside and went to sleep.
That's a little sociopathic.
That's a little. You didn't plan to have to worry about this, ish to me. And they're looking for another man, a tall black man, apparently. So
as much as they know.
Yeah, that's as much as they can know because she was abducted at 1 a.m. in the dark. So. Despicable human beings disgust me, in case you didn't know.
And on to the other end of humanity,
so,
amazing people.
We wanted to hit you with that, and then show you why humanity deserves to survive.
So over in McLean, Virginia, there is a little girl named Lorianne, 6 years old, who is, well, frankly, amazing.
Incredible.
She won her, wasn't it state spelling bee? Yeah, she won, at 6 years old, the full state spelling bee, which can include 15-year-olds.
Up to 15 or graduating from the 8th grade, but there is no minimum age limit. Though before, in the state's history, no one below 8 had ever competed.
This is absolutely amazing. And she's not just a spelling savant either. She's just highly intelligent. She wants to be an astrobiologist. In other words, studying life in space.
First off, she knows what astrobiology is.
Right.
At 6.
She started reading at 2, started reading chapter books at 2.5. I mean, she was so smart she couldn't even be accepted into a private school because she was too intelligent. She has to be in a smart kids homeschool group. I mean, which includes also an 8-year-old who, or a boy who started calculus at 8.
Yeah.
I was absolutely crazy. And I think the greatest thing, possibly for me, is the fact that she wins arguments with her parents all the time, her father being a trial lawyer. Her phrase is, I argue and argue and argue until the brain is spinning. My brain's spinning right now.
So we go from Virginia over back here. We're bringing it home for our last 2 stories. Here in Houston, even, not even just in Texas, but in Houston, there is a mother from Kingwood who, after her last daughter was born, who is now 2 years old, she caught a flesh-eating disease either in the hospital or something, and both of her arms and both of her legs had to be amputated just above the joints. Now she is preparing for a double arm transplant. For those of you who don't know, that has never been done before. She's going to be wearing, for lack of a better term, 2 arms from another person and using them.
Whoa!
Like it blows my mind when we talk about robotics and stuff like that do that, but this is another human being's arm on another human being. That's even working. Potentially working. Whether they haven't done it yet. They're raising money and getting doctors willing to do this, and it's awesome.
Did this count as Frankenstein stuff?
Almost.
We've covered zombies, Frankenstein, vampires are next.
She's still alive, so it's not exactly Frankenstein, but close.
Still,
very close.
You know, we're close to zombies, close to Frankenstein. Now I want to see if we're close to vampires. Okay, that's all I'm asking. Anyway,
they're already covering that on True Blood. You know. Anyways, we can put that in the tags now. Anyways, ridiculous. For those of you who want to investigate this and or donate to her or whatever, we're putting the link to the WordPress for Katie is her name. Her husband keeps it up because, well, you know, not to make a joke about it, but he can type. Right. And he's keeping up with it and keeping everyone informed, and he is awesome too because, you know, I know a lot of people who are not strong enough to deal with having to support somebody who is fully and utterly handicapped, and, you know, he really loves his wife. It's awesome. Yay.
All right, for our last story, we move over to,
Victoria.
Victoria.
For those of you who don't know, that's like middle of nowhere, southwest between Houston and San Antonio.
So middle of nowhere.
Kind of middle between nowhere and no place. It is its own place.
Either way, there's a 75-year-old mother who, retired, arthritic, has an enfeebled leg, really can't move around too much. Has a 59-year-old son who is,
disabled.
Disabled. That's all they're really saying. Either way, there was a fire in his room, and, well, she got him to safety.
She is a little old lady, and she I'm not sure, like, the exact situation, whether she tossed him over her shoulder, or where she drug him, or whatever.
She got him out of there. She got him safe.
And he's twice her body weight.
Arthritic.
Huge. And she's
wow!
And she rescued her son at 75 years old.
Nothing more I can say about this other than this. Absolutely extraordinary. This is amazing.
So, you know, kind of wanted to point out the kind of despicable humanity and the best of humanity. People with hope and people who do things and people who are super smart. And the world is full of all things. So, you know, as we always say, I'm Jeremy.
I'm AJ.
These are extraordinary times. Click that like button. Love that subscribe button if you hit it. David, if you really like it, comment on some of the stories because, you know, we like feedback. Even you haters. I got words for you, but I'm not going to use them. Haters going to hate. Anyways, as always, be aware. Hey AJ, it recorded.